Hello, I'd like to welcome all to Fez, where today I will make a bold attempt to do something that I normally don't really do. Everyone knows that I can be quite the chatterbox from time to time, and that I may have extraneous dialogue about frivolities, but I'm a very different person in person than I am to what I do in YouTube stuff. And one thing I do is that I have extended internal monologues, which, if you're the kind of person that just likes to dismiss, yes, it's just me talking to myself. Okay, which direction? Okay. But when I do that, I often just talk to myself and walk around the room. And this can be for multiple things. It can be for entertainment. I tend to have a stronger imagination when I walk a couple of circles around the room and have a little chat. Well, not really a chat, it's not like I discuss things with myself. That tends to stay internalized, but when I imagine things and just have a blast, I do that. This particularly plays up... that's not significant. But in these dialogues, I tend to have just significantly more insightful things to say than I normally do. And it has to do with a combination of video games being such a powerful distractive element that it changes the nature of my dialogue. Like, I just don't talk in this... I don't talk about certain things. I had that stupid rant yesterday on my Just Cause video that was entirely about me being, oh, look, there's a stupid dolphin. That was a weird thing to have. Look at how nice that looks. But that was a nonsensical piece of dialogue that served literally no purpose. We should probably go do that one, actually, because we can do that. But that sort of stuff is not the kind of stuff that I normally talk to myself about. It's... like, the weird thing is, commentary is a great way for me to express myself, to sort of get the wackiness out. And like I haven't done this for that long comparatively to other things I've done. I think. I don't keep track of this crap. How the fuck would I keep track of this crap? Not the game crap. I mean, like, my life in that way. I don't keep track of my life very well. Well, this is just fantastic. How do I get over there then? I see. I'm being an idiot. I just can't do it. Like, the insightful thing I want to share, I just cannot share via this medium. Because so long has my commentary and the very act of making these videos, well, people like to categorize them as Let's Plays. I don't like to call them that. Either I try to showcase the game, or it's all about the bananas and all that stuff, but I don't want to be the character, by definition. Like, I don't want to be that. This is that. This is extraneously me saying stuff. Because everything I wanted to say about Fez has pretty much been said. There are a few more closing statements, but let's get to the point. Today, like, what I wanted to talk about, what I would have internalized entirely as a monologue in which I talk to myself, and everyone's like, Jesus fucking Christ, shut up. Oh, no, wait, it's actually that door over there, isn't it? Was nostalgia. Just the very nature of it coming up as an element. God. Because, how to put this? When I got my own laptop, which I don't even know why I got it. Why did I get a laptop? I got one. That's the detail that matters here. I got my own laptop. And this is like before I did Let's Plays. Like, there is a laptop in between that, and that was a couple of years. Like, I tend to last with electronics. I'm not that kind of guy that's like, oh, I need to get the new iPhone S. Although I've been getting that feeling, but that's mostly because I want to do Let's Plays on bigger, more strenuous video games, which is one of the reasons I believe that you should not make your video game as graphically intense as possible and optimize proper. But that's another discussion. My discussion... Wrong direction. Great. My thing is, there was TV, but I didn't care too much for TV. Like, TV just didn't cut it for me anymore. Something about syndicated television, like, eventually just couldn't fill the gaps. There were too many times that there were shows that I didn't give a shit, that I didn't care about. Like, there were giant gaps in between stuff that I would watch and stuff that I didn't want to watch. So I was looking for something else, and I found... I don't even know how I found Let's Plays. My first interaction with Let's Plays was actually via walkthrough videos, because I used to look up just people playing games I couldn't access, like PlayStation 2 games. I couldn't access those because I didn't have a PlayStation 2. Well, I did later in my life, but I didn't feel like investing all too much into it. Although I did get a PlayStation 2 exclusively, by the way, to play a SpongeBob game that I really liked. No, wait, it was Ratchet and Clank that I got a PlayStation 2 because I knew another person who had a PlayStation 2. Where the hell is this door I missed? Okay, what matters is I had a flurry of nostalgia. I don't know how I should feel about that. Like this strong sensation of the old. It's always a bit scary to me. Like, I am a very dualistic person in that regard. I have two sides. One side doesn't want things to change. The other side really wants things to change. Like, I enjoy the occasional breath of fresh air. And then today, I watched a video, and it was from, you might have heard from, they're called The Creatures. Now, I'm gonna have to shut up for a moment. Fun fact, if you do not have a controller, the game will play into your headset the noises. You must, the directions. Whew, there we go. And now it's just fizz out, I guess. But I watched a video from a group you might have heard of. They're called The Creatures. Now, one of the first groups that I started following on the YouTubes was, I think it was SSOHPKC. And then later, the rest of the Creatures came in. Yeah, everyone has that shitty moment where they have absolutely no sense of what is... Well, they were... In other words, it was earlier times. They have improved in a degree. I can still smell that despicable scent. Ugh. I'll get to that scent eventually. That is something I really want to talk about, is just this divide that appears in Let's Plays. You can either be a popucast, like, it's... I don't know, I'm sorry. I have that term popufur sticking in my head. I'm not that interactive with the furry community. I don't give a shit about them. But that term just sticks in my head like a glove or something. One of those terms that people like to use. What matters is, in my opinion, there's two groups, and one of them does the things that are popular, one of them doesn't do the things. Anyway, what matters is that back in the day... Where do we go? Where's the door? Why do I forget where this door is? I've been to this door. I've been through that. There it is. It's up there. I used to watch SOHPKC. I don't know why I watched him. I don't even know how I came upon him. I assume it's because I was looking up videos for walkthroughs for games I didn't have, and I was like, found here they are, it's a person, and he's saying stuff. I used to hate that. I was like, fuck you. I want to enjoy the game, you piece of crap. And then I found this guy who made me giggle. I don't know who it was. I don't know where it started. It's too long ago. I'm sorry, but my memory does not have that kind of capacity to extend that far into the past. But what I do remember is that eventually I started watching the whole Creature group, and I was like, yeah. And this was back in the day when they did mostly Minecraft stuff. The Creature Hub wasn't much of a thing. They weren't, like, going to move in together and all that. It was mostly just them making Minecraft videos, and there were lots of collab interactions between them. And that's pretty much it as to what the Creatures were back when I watched them. Nova doing his Dr. Pepper bullcrap and all that stuff. And recently they made, okay, let's see, left, right trigger, okay, let's do this. Okay, boop, 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 boop. You can do this in the between. Okay, and then up, right, up. I don't even know how you're supposed to orientate. I believe that this thing is the clue as to how you're supposed to orientate in opposite. Anyway, Recently they uploaded another video on Minecraft in a parkour school, and that just reminded me of the good old days of Seamus futzing around with other people. I especially remember him doing stuff with Nova. I have a key, I should go there. Doing stuff in Minecraft. And that brought up nostalgia. I don't know what it is. And when I get nostalgia, I try super hard to avoid nostalgia. I am a sucker for that shit. It goes in one nostril and comes out. Did I find the owls yet? I don't think I have, because I haven't visited that one place yet. With the giant octopus man. Yeah, only the octopus remains. I got nostalgic. So I looked back at all my stuff, and I'm like, wow, really? I can't believe that I used to be the very definition of what I dislike. But that's, I guess... I look back and I see, oh man, Doom 3, my original one, the video's gotten deleted. I forgot why that got deleted. It was probably some stupid claim or some bullcrap. Or I deleted it myself because stuff was going on with it. And I look back and I see my shitty as fuck Super Mario World Let's Play. Ugh. And when I look at nostalgia, I just start thinking about, wait, those were all steps of the way. Those are all products of the me then. And you can call this escapism from my own responsibility. It's not. I'm not the person I am a month later. The weird thing about me is that, unlike most people who just say, stuff, I tend to absorb information rather powerfully and use it as best as I can. This is what these maps are for, by the way. Let's see, which is that's 2, that's 3, that's 1. We need to find... Okay, pony jump, and then we take the bottom right. I don't know. I guess I can't have insightful commentary if I don't just jibber-jabber about stuff. It might be a flaw of the system. Is this the one? It is. And I'm supposed to take this one, right? I don't know. I look back and I see these videos, shitty videos. I see Exotic, and I think Exotic was going to have a 4th expansion pack. I haven't seen anything of that yet. But yeah, I feel nostalgic. I feel that powerful, inhuman urge to return to the past. And I don't know what to do with it. Like, I hate nostalgia, and here's why. Nostalgia is this idea that the past is better. That wasn't right? Okay. And that's why I hate it. Is that I have already learned the strong lesson that the past is nothing. The past has no value. It has no... The only thing you can do with the past is learn from it. Everything about the past that is not educational in some way is detrimental to whatever you're trying to accomplish. And that's why I like to avoid nostalgia. It's because all it does is remind me of, look at the past, look at how funny the past was. There was stuff happening in the past. And I'm like, yes, stuff was happening in the past. I must have entered the wrong... Yes, I entered the wrong door. So, here's nothing. But you can see a chest. Oh, wow, it's actually... That's pretty neat, actually. You know, I yearn for days past. I yearn for the old days of... Seamus doing crappy Minecraft videos instead of all the big stuff, and then I remember something, and then I have to remind myself of something, and that's what I said just a moment ago. Man, that's a freaky skull. But there's one small thing about inconsistency, is that third eyeball in the center is actually incorrectly placed for some lore things, but That's actually pretty creepy, because that looks like a smiley face. I don't know what to say. Like, these internal monologues just tend to happen, and they end. And the reason that they don't connect to these videos is because if I do them, I don't know how long they last, or if I can fill a video with them. And, I don't know, the moment I'm talking to someone, I just shut up about a whole bunch of facts. And originally, I didn't shut up. Like, these videos were just me. And then I started connecting people to it, and it just stopped working. Look at all those doors in the background. That's creepy as shit. It's a big-ass crypt. Like, I don't even know. I'm stuck in limbo right now. The limbo of feeling that existential dread of the past. I keep forgetting that's the door. I don't know. All I feel is this urge to cry over days past. The urge to fall to pieces over all those videos I must have missed. In my strange sense of, I don't want to watch them anymore. And that's what I think is nostalgia's worst and most powerful weapon. Is the urge for things that didn't happen. Because here's what didn't happen back then. I missed lots of videos because I stopped watching after a while. I missed stuff, and I'm now like, I wanted to see that stuff. And then I remind myself that that nostalgia of things that never were is the worst kind because it serves nothing. It only serves detriment. Oh, this is pretty... Those things are... I like those because they are obstacles that don't necessarily appear. Yeah, I don't know. This video exists entirely because I feel the grip, the cold, tearful grip of nostalgia around my throat, clenching down, and trying to make me want to do that. And the thing you should do with nostalgia, and this is something that I say as a human being that understands the danger of listening to it, don't fucking give it in. Don't. Just don't. Okay, we got here, left A, okay, whoop, 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 up, down, that way, jump, up, down, that way, jump. I don't know. Have I translated this one yet? Isn't this the guy that's stuck in a Fez factory? That's the guy that's stuck in a Fez factory. How the fuck do you get stuck in a Fez factory? I'm just suffering from nostalgia. That's everything I've got to say. That's everything. That's the entire monologue, is what I think nostalgia is, or what it does to people. And you could be like, well, it does nothing to people. It has no effect. It does. And it makes me want things that I need to consistently remind myself should not be. Because I know that the moment I give it control, the moment I let it determine something for me, the moment I let it drag me, is the moment that I will lose grip of the now. And I will lose what I have learned. Okay, this one's easy. It's left, down, right, up. I'll show it again just for convenience's sake. But yeah, see, it's pretty easy. But I don't know, I'm just out of breath. If there's one thing that makes me speechless, it's this consistent internal struggle that wants the past compared to the struggle that wants the future. I don't like this clock! I want that clock to die. It's the stupidest, shittiest puzzle in the entire fucking game. I understand its purpose, but it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. It really doesn't. Point! I need a drink of water. The moment I start looking back at the stuff that I've already done, I will not grow. I can take lessons from them, but the thing that nostalgia tends to do is that it makes you think the past was better. It wasn't. I can guarantee you that in each and every situation, the past is worse. The only reason the past seems better is because it was familiar. Because you understood the past. Oh, I love that fucking beat. I love that fucking beat. It's so cool. Oh, great. Lots of text to translate. I enjoy that. I really like that, actually. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. I knew that one was supposed to be there. You know, let's go to the top of this shenanigans thing and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I want to say things. But there's nothing that I feel can be said that I either haven't already said or that would be completely redundant. I feel nostalgia. And I remember why I started doing these videos. And then I remembered that there's a reason I stopped doing them that way. I'm gonna translate this. Let's see if I can do that. Gotta pull out that shitty code. Silly cheat sheet. No, there we go. The P O E the point the points the points k ko con cons const ten constant constellation. I don't know. I think that this website that I get the cheat sheet from actually has the translation for this. Oh, constellate is a word. I didn't know the points the constellate is a word. The points constellate Jesus Christ, I just consp conspire. The points constellate conspire to what's with all these C's, man? Create no, sa sha shop shapes stop step stop steps shapes. Oh, it's an I keep forgetting that's an H. To Tessel let's see. Shapes to tessellate. I don't know what tessellation is or what constellate means, but whatever, man. So yeah. He has little footprint noises. I never noticed. Even on the Xbox, I never noticed. But yeah, I can keep saying this over and over again. Because it is the only reason that I turned on the recording. Here's a fun fucking fact. You're gonna shit a brick when I tell you about a puzzle this game has. Because it is the shittiest puzzle. It's like such a fucking bad puzzle. It's horrible. It's not a puzzle. It's, hey, you're gonna be smart, man. Ooh. Anyway. Oh, great, it's fucking day. Well, guess we won't be doing this then. Can we actually see Shitty Star and Shitty Star 2? No, not even that. Well, I guess my role has been laid out before me. I'm just gonna be angry. I'm already that angry, grumpy old man. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the answers, but I'll tell you how to do them next time. Otherwise, I don't know why I made this video. I wanted to capture one of my internal monologues, but it is quite apparent that that is impossible. There is too large disconnects, and I think I know why. It's because those monologues don't ever go anywhere. They just sort of happen, and then they keep happening. And they sometimes contain meaningful things, but they're not relevant. And the reason I don't want to capture them is not because I don't feel like they wouldn't be interesting, but because over time I've learned I want the game to shine. I want to experience a game and share that experience, not me. I don't want to be an actor. Well, I might, but I don't know. I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm constantly going places, and that nostalgia is going to kick that in the crotch and make it crawl on the floor. And that's why I made this video, is because I feel that uneasy feeling that everyone eventually feels that, like, maybe I should go back to the way things were. And I'll tell you this, don't. Where you are now, whatever you used to do, probably doesn't do anything for you. Like, I can't say that for everyone for certain because of, you know, it is impossible for you to say anything about anything that you don't know of. Like, there can be exceptions that I don't know of, but what matters is this. If you get an urge of nostalgia, please don't fucking copy-paste all your I can see under this! My God, Mr. Fish, why did you do this to these poor old books? I think Gomez had enough. He doesn't want to take this anymore. He's gonna wait outside until I'm done jabbering. So let's leave it at that. I want to get up this fucking observatory, but you can't. The game won't let you. I stopped doing those monologues because they are irrelevant. And there's plenty of people out there who are characters, who are people, who want to, like, look at me, I've got fancy things. And I'll do that once. That is a monologue that I think needs to be had because it's very relevant to me, at the very least. And I'll try to do it, but again, it takes a certain focus to do them. What the fuck is that? That's wacky. That's way too wacky. I don't know, I just... There's nothing I can say that would do anything but repeat whatever I've already iterated. For nostalgia so strong that it forces me to repeat the sentence moments ago for my own satisfaction. Life is the strangest thing. The strangest it's ever been.